Hi, welcome to Beer the Show. I'm your host Fez. Today we're in the Queen of Burnaby, heading across the strait to the top of the Sunshine Coast, the Powell River, to visit the little brewery that could, the Townsite Brewing Company, just over there. Powell River is a city of some 17,000 people, located on the beautiful but remote North Sunshine Coast. It is also home to the local Coast Salish people, and at one time boasted the world's largest pulp mill. Recent diversification has brought more recreation, ecotourism, and a growing arts community to traditional resources like mining, fishing, and forestry. But I came to meet the brewers.
Hi, I'm Cedric Deschaux.
Hi, I'm Chloe Smith, and this is the Townsite Brewery and the story of how we got here.
So I'm from Belgium. I started to go thinking about brewery when I was 18. And I really like brewery because it's a mix of science and something you can keep your hands on. You can still get your hands dirty.
I am from Saskatoon and I studied chemistry at university, and then classic, every brewer's story practically. I went to Europe and I was drinking good beer and I went, oh, this is kind of interesting. I wonder where this comes from.
I started to work for a French company, a brewpub chain in France, several locations in the north of France, in Paris. And then they sent me in Montreal to open new location. So I opened 5 locations in Quebec, 1 in Toronto. And that's where I met Chloe.
I got a job as the head brewer at one of the downtown sites in Montreal. And I met Cedric, and the first time I met him, a voice inside my head said, oh, that's the one, there he is. And 2 years later, we got married, and 8 years later, here we are at the Townsite Brewery. We found Townsite Brewing crew who had money, location, marketing, but they had no know-how. So we put our 2 business plans together, and Cedric and I came out here to be the brewing department. And that was April 2012 we opened, and it's been gangbusters ever since.
This building was the original federal building, and so everybody came here to get their mail early on, which has been really exciting for us because now with how we've changed it into a brewery, a lot of old timers are coming in and remembering that past. We're really trying to maintain the integrity of it, and as you saw inside with our low ceilings is why our fermenters are all quite a bit smaller than you may see in other breweries.
It's 12 hectoliters brew house, and fermenters are double size, so it's a 24 hectoliters fermenters. I really want to keep it basic and classic, not very complicated. You can really make nice Belgian beers on it. You don't have to have fancy equipment to make Belgian beers, so yeah, it's really working for us.
Cedric and I are a very well-balanced team. He's a very classic brewer. He likes to stick by the guidelines. I'm more of a what's in the fridge, let's throw it in the beer kind of a person, and it just really balances very well. So we collaborate on 90% of the recipes, I would say. It's definitely the Zunga Golden Blonde. We went with the name Zunga because it's a Powell River term for rope swing over water, and people have a real hometown pride around that beer.
Saison is my favorite beer to make. It's not complicated, but a bit more challenging to make. The yeast is, you have to handle the yeast properly at higher temperature. We go to 32 degrees Celsius in fermentation. So when you touch the fermenters, it feels like there is blood inside. So
our business plan was to export the majority of our product to Vancouver while we educated Powell River and took some time for them to catch up. But we grossly underestimated the demand here, and we are very proud to say that 80% of our business stays in Powell River.
The hometown pride that we've received here in Powell River has been unsurpassed anything we've ever hoped to do in our original business plan. People are really proud and really supportive of us. Even if they don't know, or they don't like beer, or they don't know anything about it, they come and they bring their families here, and they are really supportive of it.
And we really try to make something special, like small batch, that we'll just do once. So every year we're trying to really come up with something different. Last year was Cardina, so it was a quadruple, around 10% alcohol, very sweet, malty, the caramel aromas, and people were quite amazed that a beer could taste like that.
Sour beers is what we're really hoping for right now, a true lambic, and with Cedric, everything that he does, he won't do it unless he can do it properly. And as I've been told many times, a proper lambic is 3 years in the waiting, so I'm really hoping that's going to be our next big adventure.
Yeah, I really like the smell. Like when I'm mashing, for example, the porter, I really like that rich, like coffee smells. And when we put the hops for Shiny Penny or IPA, it's like something I'm like, oh, that's something so strong and nice, and like it's something I couldn't live, I think, without. And it reminds me, like when I smell the hops, it's like the first time I was working with CD and I was smelling the hops, and it really brings strong memories.
I love everything about this business. I love brewing. I love being in the office. I mean, I just love it so much that there's no part of it. Maybe inventory isn't my favorite thing to do, but I love the camaraderie that we have with the other brewers here in BC. That's a really amazing, unique aspect to our industry, I think. Just the fact of getting to play with these fun, sexy tanks all the time is a lot of fun, and the interaction with the customers, like Cedric was saying, getting to educate people about beer and bringing them on board and watching the progress of people as they turn into beer geeks it's a lot of fun.